Hello, here I am in the conservatory with the model railway. At the weekend we went to Sheringham for the Mixed Traction Gala, and I took some video of the trains there, which I shall be putting up for your enjoyment. I would also like to give a shout out to Wales Rail Photography, who's another one of my railway friends on YouTube. I'd also like to give a shout out to the All Year Motorcyclist and thank him for the mention I had recently, and also for mentions recently the Adventures of Gloria, the 350 Classic. I'd also like to give a shout out to that bloke on a motorbike, Stuart Fillingham. Oh, you should go and see Stuart Fillingham's videos. He's very knowledgeable about a lot of things, and I feel a certain kinship because his outlook on life is very similar to mine. He's done some very good videos over the years, and one that was very useful to me, by the way, Stuart, was the one you did on the LED bulb replacement in the speedometer on the classic Bullet, because my own 500 Bullet had the same problem. I couldn't see the indicator lights and neutral light in daylight, which was ridiculous. How Royal Enfield could allow that to remain in production, I don't know. But anyway, thanks to Stuart's video, I found the LEDs quite easily, ordered them, and me and my mate Billy the Yeti very quickly had that sorted out. Another shout to Schrodinger's cat, who's just recently took his baffle out, and I've just done exactly the same thing, so I practice what I preach. Blooming decibel killers are useless, especially in rural areas. What's the point? Yeah, ruin the carburation. I'm speaking of carburation. Shout out to Coast Rider Scotland as well. He's just at last finally got himself a Fuel X, and he's loving it. And I told him ages ago, you do the mods, you do the if you got one of the J platform engines on the Meteor, or the Hunter, or the Classic 350, the best thing to do is to fit the Hitchcock's stainless steel free flow exhaust, the DNA filter and air intake, and a Fuel X light. Now, what those things do, they do not make the bike go faster. That's not the idea. The number of times I've had arguments with people online on Facebook groups about this, they say, oh, you should have got a bigger bike, you should have got something else. No, that's not what the mods are for. I'm going to state this once and for all. That stage 2 modding with the bits from Hitchcock's is purely to make the bikes behave better in traffic, because they can be, sometimes they can be a bit jerky in traffic and be hunting or surging or whatnot, which you don't want. This is always the problem when they mess around with fuel emission stuff to keep the emissions down for the Euro regulations. They end up running the engine far leaner than the designers intended. And what this set of mods does, done together, actually makes the thing run smoother, and also you get a better throttle response up through the gears. You don't get any hunting, you don't get any surging, it all rolls on and off smoothly. And on the open road, it most makes the transition when you're rolling on and off throttle much smoother. But most importantly, and I think for the long life of the engine, the most important thing is it makes the engine run much cooler, because if you run an engine too lean, it gets too hot. And again, I've had arguments with people over this, but look, I've been doing this for 47 years now. I think I'm getting the hang of it. So, anyway, that's that. And anyway, as I say, upshot of it was Ghost Rider Scotland's really happy with the results. So, Bruce, enjoy. Anyway, what else has been going on? Well, I've been working on a Class 101 DMU for my layout. It's got the sound on board now. I've got all the driver and passengers on it now, and I'll do a video of that in the near future. I'm also working on a 143 Pacer in, I think, Wales, Aviva colours. And it's weathered and everything, and I've got to get some passengers and a driver putting that, and then I've got to get sound chip for that, so hopefully that'll be happening later in the month. Obviously, Wales Rail, I did the 08 videos for you. One of a real one and one of the model going around the layout, which he's seen, and I'll thank him again for the shout-outs. Now, what else? Oh, yes, I'm going to give another shout-out to Smith's Model Railways in Sheringham, who are my local model railway shop. And the reason they're my local model railway shop is because my wife and I go to Sheringham at least twice a week during the summer and once a week in the off-season. And another place that's dear to our hearts is the Sheringham Trawler Fish and Chip Shop, where they do a marvellous senior special of a giant piece of cod, chips, all done in, all cooked in dripping, with either mushy peas or beans and a nice mug of tea, and that comes in at 10 quid a pop, which is pretty darn good, all things considered. The price just did go up just recently, and they'd held the price down as long as they could, but unfortunately, like a lot of places, they've had to put the price up. But it's well worth it, and they treat you very well. They also, I'd like to say, wheelchair access is excellent. So if you are a wheelchair user, they can help you. Right, now, what else is there? Oh yes, there's the, let me see, there's North Norfolk Railway, of course, which is where I've shot some of the video. I used to be a ticket inspector on there, well, when I was a volunteer, and I was also second-man diesel. Unfortunately, I can no longer work as train crew, because obviously I'm not in the best of health, as many of you are quite aware. Anyway, I'm sitting in, I'm going to cut this short now, because I'm getting too hot. It's really hot in here, and I've got this shirt on, mainly just for decency's sake, because nobody wants to see my bare chest. Well, at least I don't think so. Anyway, this is YouTube, not OnlyFans. Anyway, oh yes, while I think of it, another shout-out. Martin Trafford, a moorland biker. Hello. I often have a little conversation with him online as well. Oh, and Hayley on a Hemi, welcome to YouTube. You've done it now. Congratulations on passing your test and getting your Royal Enfield. And I have subscribed to your channel, and I would suggest other people go and have a look. She's a new channel, just started up, and another new channel just started up is Paddington. Tame was saying about it the other day. Paddington has now been sold to a policeman, I believe, and he's just started his own channel all about Paddington. Check back with Tame's muttering the other day, and you'll find the link. I can't think of it off the top of my head, and it's a bit awkward for me to try and find the link at the moment because I'm actually using my darn phone as a camera, so there you go. Anyway, that's the big shout-out video, and I shall be posting this very shortly. Well, obviously, if you're watching this now, I've posted it already, haven't I? The wonders of YouTube. Right, anything else? No, I think that's about it for the moment. Except, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. And as we say in Norfolk, keep on a troshin'. See you later.